not getting your feelings. You feel me? All right. So look, I told you, if you smoke, roll up, you're gonna need it. If you don't, stay sober. Meditation is smoking, damn near like the same thing. It's all how you flip it. It's all how you flip it. You feel me? All right, so um, we talk about the 33rd parallel today. All right, so many of you might have or may have not heard of the 33rd parallel. Um, but if you haven't heard of the 33rd parallel, after this live lecture, I want you to do your own research and just see what you come up, what comes up when you Google it, when you research it on your own. Definitely after hearing this lecture, because you're going to be able to see how much information they keep away from us as a whole. All right. So I have the map pulled up as well. All right, because I wrote some notes down that I want to go over. I had some points that I didn't want to miss. All right, so to fully understand what the 33rd parallel is, the first thing one must understand is that to fully understand what the 33rd parallel is, you have to first come to the realization that the planet is alive. Okay, so yes, the planet is alive. That's some funky right here in this. Brought to you by Runts. So yeah, the planet is alive. Okay? So when I say alive, I mean alive like me and you are alive. The same way you breathe and you exhale, you inhale and exhale. So that's the planet. The same way, or we call her Kai. The same way that you have a heartbeat. So that's the planet. All right? Nature is alive. In fact, nature is more alive than you and I. Okay? And the only reason that you don't see the activity from nature and the trees and things like that is because all of your trees are frozen in a time spell. Like I've always taught in many lectures before, the trees anciently used to sing out frequencies. Okay? And they still do if you listen close enough. All plant life sings out frequencies. Okay? Now, most of us, because we were vibrating at a lower vibration, and they had completely severed our connection with nature, you wasn't aware of that. Okay, the most you might have heard was the chirping from crickets. Right? Most of us wasn't even aware about the bees. All right, and the reason why you hear the zzz, that's a vibration, and they are only attracted to what's vibrating high. That's all a part of nature and the planet being alive. The bees vibrate at a frequency of 550 hertz. This is why I say it's imperative that we learn about hertz and really what they are in vibration. Okay, the law of vibration is a very real thing. All right. It's a real thing, all right? So the planet is alive. Nature is alive, okay? And the planet has a heartbeat. So when you're talking about meditation, if you want to know why meditation works, have you ever meditated and then you just feel better? Even if you just sit there for a little while, you feel better. There's no way you can meditate and not feel better. It's not going to happen, all right? Unless you go into meditation expecting something crazy. But if you just go into meditation and just sit there and be at peace, meditation is more about sitting still and letting everything go. Because when your eyes open, you being affected with this light cold lockdown. That's what light cold lockdown is. You are an electrical being. You are a spirit and a soul. Remember that. You are a spirit and a soul at your core. That's electricity and magnetism. The soul is magnetism. The spirit is electricity. I know you hear it, but do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know? We can hear shit all the time. Do you understand what you're hearing? Because remember, just because you do, don't mean the other 3,000 people on here is. We all resonate on different frequencies. We all at different parts of our journey. All right? We all on different parts of our journey. But we live in a magnetic realm. All right? This is why magic works. Because we are magnets. The planet itself has an electromagnetic frequency around it, and so does yourself. You have an electromagnetic frequency around your avatar that they call an aura. But We just not finding out about that. What they don't tell you is that the planet, how alive she is. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. Because if they told you that, you would be against them cutting trees down. Even the trees that we see that we think are trees, like I've always told you, those are 30 millimeter bushes. This whole live is about nature right now because we talk about the 33rd parallel. And for you to understand the 33rd parallel and why is it such a strong energy source, you have to understand that the planet is alive, that the parallels are veins. Just like you have veins, the planet, she has veins. I repeat, just like you and I have veins in our avatar, the planet, Kai, she has veins in her avatar. All right? In her veins, they call them parallels or ley lines. All right? They call them parallels and they call them ley lines. All right? But they don't really talk about it like that. You know, ley lines, because it's a metaphysical thing, they'll write it off as a conspiracy theory. Anything that these oppressors, that the oppressors cannot prove or understand that's beyond their own comprehension, they'll just write it off and call it a conspiracy theory. Or if they know about it and they don't want you to access it, they'll call it a conspiracy theory. Or if anybody that's aware of the esoteric information, because they'll get the information and hide it from the public. But they know that they can't stop you from going within and accessing the Akashic records that are inside of you. So if you do raise your frequency enough to a high enough level to go within yourself and access these Akashic records, they'll write you off as a conspiracy theorist. I mean, America with 3 Ks has a whole bunch of titles for free thinkers. All right, individuals that are very, very tapped in with the frequencies of the planet around here. They have a lot of names for us. All right. Sometimes they call us healers. Sometimes they call us clairvoyants. Sometimes they call us crazy. Sometimes they call us the chosen ones. Sometimes they call us awoken ones. Sometimes they call us conspiracy theorists. Sometimes they call us an occult. Sometimes they call us witches and warlocks when really that's them. I mean, they got a lot of different slick terminology to hide the fact that the planet is alive from you. I mean, remember, they consider this voodoo right here, y'all, because it's a black god sitting right here in a meditative position. It's a statue of a black god. But if it was Jesus sitting like that, shit, everybody love a nigga, wouldn't it? You see the priming. That's the priming I was talking about. This how they prime your ass. You see? Autobots. And what was the leader of the Autobot name? Optimus what? Prime. Now, what's priming? Priming is when they put a bunch of visuals and audio and messages around you, but they do it subliminally. So you're not aware of it. But the whole time it stays on your conscious. They prime your subconscious. And your subconscious is your soul. Your subconscious tells your conscious what to do. You see? They've been priming you your whole life for this moment. They've been priming us. So that when we rise again, we start doubting it. You know? The form of priming you. They needed complete control. So they had to sever our connection to nature. All right? They had to sever our connection to nature. And why did they have to do that? Because she is alive. She is alive. So if she is alive, that means that she can speak and talk like you. And if they came to your planet and landed on your planet in their year of 1492, hijacked the planet, causing you and your species to fall in frequency, completely severed our connection with nature by killing the animals, killing the insects, and attacking the plant life, all right? To corrupt the chloroplast files that we had in sync between us and the plant life and nature. Because no plant life can grow without Kai. So when you talk about the plant life, you talk about nature and flowers and vines and all of that and minerals and soil, you're talking about Kai. We talk about Kai today. Peace to her. You know, she get treated like she's not even here. Like she's just some nigga come outside, walk all on her back, talk all type of shit. Don't show no love or respect to her. Motherfuckers just get up and use her for resources, just like these oppressors, because that's how they trained you to do. They primed you to think that the planet is not alive. So when they go around and they make their construction companies and they excavating up the soil, you don't see nothing wrong with it. You ever wonder why like the soil on top of the under the grass is like it's like a palish black. But then when you dig under the soil, it's this beautiful black. Like you could tell fresh soil from like, you know, you know the difference. When you try to plant something, the soil be kind of pale on top where the grass is growing compared to the soil that's inside the core of the planet. Why is that? You see? When you going inside of her, that's no different than somebody taking a knife and going inside of you. And going digging inside of your guts and digging out plugs out of your body. It's the same thing. And what's going to happen? That real fresh tender meat is red and white. That white meat they talk about. We got cut so bad they got stabbed to the white meat, right? That tender side, the tenderness of the flesh. Yeah. The planet she has that too. Right? She has that too. When you go inside the soil, you're going inside, you're not just going inside, you're not just digging up some dirt. All right? You can't look at it like that. All right? You're asking the planet to give you a part of herself. She has to sacrifice a piece of her body for you to grow your fruit, for you to grow your vegetation. This is why we always had that connection and communion and camaraderie with nature, because we understood that anciently. You know, we came down to this planet to help the planet rise in frequency, to build her up. We didn't come down here to destroy Kai. We didn't come down here to neglect Kai. We didn't come down here to manipulate the energy of Kai neither. We didn't come down here to do none of that. And originally when we landed, we did not do that. Our ancestors did not live like that. Right? Like I say, when you got to take a piss, you won't even give your urine back to the soil, but you're supposed to. When it's time for you to urinate, did you know you're supposed to urinate outside? You're supposed to do that outside and give that back to nature, because most of your urine and your feces is coming from what? The things that you put in your body. So most of the things you put in your body grows from nature. Even the shit that they're tampering with. Even when they doing the clone meat, when they cloning the chickens and they cloning and feeding you rats and telling you it's chicken. When they feeding you clone turkey, clone this, clone that, they're still using ingredients from nature in their laboratories, because they're not making their own ingredients from scratch. They're just using their ingredients in a negative way to put a negative intent into what they're giving you with an intent to hurt us and to hurt us, right? The protectors of the planet. You see, it all correlates together. But you have points on the planet that are stronger than others. You have points on the planet where energy flows differently. All right? And the oppressors are well aware of this flow of energy. They are aware of it. But they have to hide it from the public so that only they have access to it. Remember, it always was and always will be more of us than them. So the things they use to corrupt the connection is division. Division, secrecy, and misinformation. If the oppressors can keep you outside of yourself by severing your tie to nature, making you feel like you have no obligation to cultivate the land or nurture nature or work side by side with her, then guess what? They won the war. And this is what they have been doing forever, severing our connection from nature. The 33rd parallel is the most powerful, energetic, if you want to call it a ley line, on the realm. All right? It's the most powerful one. And when you look up ley lines, they don't tell you the truth about ley lines. They make you think that ley lines run straight across. If you look at the screenshot that I put up of the 33rd parallel, I used it as the thumbnail for this lecture today. Notice that that line runs clean across from LA to Atlanta. That's cool. But the thing about even in that picture, they still lying to you about the way energy flows around the planet. The planet, because she's alive, she has endless amount of veins, just like you and I. Think about the way veins flow through your body. You have veins flowing all through your body. Some veins got little mini veins that dip off and go different ways. And it's the same thing with the veins of the planet. So let's stop calling them parallels. Let's call them what they are. The veins of the planet, because she's a living, breathing entity. The planet is the physical body of Kai. She has spirit and soul just like you and I. Just like this avatar is just your physical avatar, but you are the spirit and soul inside controlling the avatar. It's the same thing with the planet, with the soil that you walk on. That's just the physical body. She has spirit and soul. All right? You can connect with her. You can communicate with her. She is alive. This is why they go out their way to destroy her. If she was dead, they would be trying to, you can't kill what's already dead, right? So when you see them building new cities, when you see them building new buildings, that's all a part of killing the planet. Every time they build the playground, every time they build the business, every time they build the arena, a school, a jail, anything that involves having to use trailer tractors and machines to cut into her body and dig her body up and throw her all over the place, which they call dirt. Anything that involves that is killing her, along with the machines they're using that's poisoning the levels of the air. All right? All of that's a part of destroying nature. All of it. You got to see it for what it is, because that's exactly what they're doing. You think how many times in your city have you motherfucking rolled around and you will see them they'll start a construction site, right? On the north side. They'd have towed the whole street up. Towed the whole motherfucking street up. And then leave it like that. They don't even finish it. It just be little construction, little bars around. And then you go to another side of the city, they tearing some more shit up. You go somewhere else in your city, they building new homes, and you think like, oh, they building new stuff because we need it. That's not what they doing. They literally tearing up the planet. Literally. And you have to see it for what the fuck it is. Understanding that the planet is alive and understanding your connection to nature. So every time they build some new shit where they got to go up under her and flip the dirt and all of that, poisoning the soil, they poisoning you. We have a direct genetic link with the planet. It's called chloroplast. I see people drinking chlorophyll, motherfuckers eat leaves, but don't even understand why chlorophyll works. Don't even understand why it's so powerful for us, because we have a direct connection to the planet. We have a direct connection to the planet. You are a plant. You are a plant. You created the plants. You created the planet. And Source created the spirit and soul of Kai. The same source that created our spirits and souls. So if you look at your genetics, if you have carbon in your skin, and who are the carbonated beings? Your so-called Black and Latino people. This is the shit that make us gods. Why we are Anunnaki gods and goddesses. We just can't throw the title around. All right? We don't have DNA. We don't have DNA. Human beings, you all have DNA. Who are the human beings? Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, and Arabs. Those are your human beings, races. All right? And they get deeper than that, because you got some Asians, what they call Asians that are not Asians, they still the gods and goddesses, like Vietnamese and your Filipinos and Laos, but that's a whole nother lecture. All right? Let's just stay on the basics right now. Same thing with the Mexicans. You got Mexican lineages they the gods, but they hidden as Mexicans. That's why you go to Mexico and you'll see some Mexicans darker than me, right? But it get deeper. It get deep. So that's a whole nother lecture. But let's stay focused. Your main human being races, all right? Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, Arabs, all come from Nern in the sixth universe. Okay? Your God races, all the nations that are considered blacks or Africans or African Americans or Jamaicans, and all your Latino nations. Those are all your gods and goddesses, right? Now, if you look at our genetics and you look at the genetics of the human beings, you will see two different things. Like I say, you look at our genetics, we have DEA, deoxyetheric acid. We don't have DNA. All right. We have 9 series of what you call DEA strands. Whereas human beings, you only have 6 series. All right. We have RNA. Human beings, you don't have any RNA. We also have chloroplasts. All right. Chloroplast is the same thing that plants have. Chloroplast is the DNA of plants. Okay. Who do you think named it a planet? We did. We called it a planet. It's like a double entendre. A planet because it was plant-based. This is why when they first came here, they had to cut so many trees down and destroy nature. It was plant-based. All right? Because we are plants. All right? So this is why it's called a planet. All right? On top of that, the T used to represent Tiamat. Because Tiamat is one of the ancient names of Kai. Right? Before we called the planet Kai or Kai, we were saying Tiamat, then Kai. Well, really Kai first and then Tiamat. Because this is the planet of the Anunnaki. Right? This was our second home to our headquarter planet, Sirius X. Of all your black and Latino people that you see walking around here today, and all your African lineages and all of that shit. All right? This is our esoteric connection. This is why it's even called a planet. All right? This is why the oppressors, when they started to take over our planet, when they started creating their factories, because they don't create anything because they are soulless beings. All right? And in order to be creative, you need a soul. That's a metaphysical thing. Without a soul, you will lack creativity, you will lack harmony and rhythm. This is why the food be bland, and this is why y'all ass can't catch the beat of music. Those are just 2 little things. This is why you're not as athletic as us. Facts. And we go deeper and deeper and deeper. All right? But everything that the oppressors did, they mocked what we did. They didn't create nothing new. We fell in frequency, and then they remade the same shit we had going on, but they used a negative intent for it. So we had a planet, all right? Plant-based, everything. We have a genetic connection to the plants. We are one with the plants. It's called chloroplast. It's a genetic. It's one of our genes. This is why everybody that's into herbalistic healing, anybody that's into herbalistic healing knows what chlorophyll, how healthy chlorophyll is for you. But why is chlorophyll so good for you? You might not know that though. It's because you have chloroplast in you. You are a motherfucking plant. Right? We don't need food. I did a whole lecture on food last year on Facebook. Broke it down about the father and the etymology of the words. Food is what you give to cattle. We are looked at as cattle, so they feed us food. Or the original Greek term for it was fodder, F-O-D-D-E-R, fodder. Look it up. All right? Before it was food, it was fodder. But if you look at it, it's something that you give to cattle or chattel, which is how the oppressors view us. We never ate that way. We only ate from the light of the sun because we are electricity and energy. We only need energy. Meat slows us down. It clogs us up. So we ate the energy from the sun's rays, the photon energy, and the water from the aquatic realms. Fruits and vegetables were appetizers for us. Nuts, fruits, and vegetables, that was like dessert. That was dessert. Our main ingredient, energy from the sun and natural aquaculture water, how it used to be organically. This is why our locks grow out like this. Because we are plants. How do plants eat? They eat through a process called photosynthesis. And they eat through receiving the sun's light and water. Same way we do. The more sunlight hits your crown chakra, the longer your locks get, the stronger they get, the more they grow. The antennas get A lot of people ask me, how your locks grow out so fast? Because I'm on the 33rd parallel in Atlanta, Georgia. out here getting all this motherfucking photon energy, meditating for hours in the goddamn sun. That's how my locks grew out so fast. They still growing like that, right? Because we are plants. So I'm connecting us to the planet right now, so you can understand why the 33rd parallel is so powerful and why they hid it from you. We are plants. We are plants. Or should I say plants are us? Look at the roots of a tree, or the 30 millimeter bushes, but we can call them today's trees. Of today's trees. It's memes running around, floating all over the internet showing you that. The same roots, the same way the roots of the tree stretches out in the soil, it's the same way the motherfucking veins in your heart stretches out. Look the same exact way. Why is that? That's a cosmic thing that we set up that can never be erased. The same way your heart, the veins of your heart look, go look at the roots of a tree. Same pattern. Why is that? We don't make mistakes. We don't make mistakes at all. You could cut any tree down on the planet. That 30 millimeter bush or today's tree is going to have its own pattern in the wood. When you cut the tree down, it's going to have a rings, right? And I remember them teaching us in school, which is their programming centers, that when you cut a tree down, if you want to know how old the tree is, look at the number of rings on the tree stump. Remember that, y'all? Those of us who paid attention in school. Because I paid attention to that shit. I used to love science. It was one of my favorite subjects in school, y'all. Science. Y'all remember that? Because I do. They told you, if you want to know how old a tree is, look at the number of rings. It tells you how old the tree is. But that was a lie. The rings on the tree stump has nothing to do with the age of the goddamn tree. Those same rings that's found on the tree stump, if you cut a tree down, you will find that same pattern is in your scalp. That same pattern is also in your fingerprint too. You look close enough. Why is that? If you are not the trees and the trees are not you. That's a birthmark right there. Put there to help you remember your divine connection to nature. And that when the time comes, as we begin to rise in frequency, we can point these things out like we can right now. Crown on my scalp got the same design that the fucking tree stump got. Fingerprint do too. You go deeper, the galaxies in the solar system got the same design as your fingerprint too. Damn, my heart got the same. Why the veins in my heart look like the tree roots in the ground? So This is a divine connection I was telling you about to nature. And the planet pumps out energy. She pushes out all this quantum energy at all times. Like now that the portals are open, they've been open the last 2 years. All the celestial energy flowing through the plasma energies, golden energies, right? But did you know this whole time, all this quantum energy that we needed to rise was already right here in the planet? The whole time. We just not talking about this in 2022. This shit was here the whole time. But after Abraham Lincoln, remember y'all, we was never enslaved. Some of us got caught and we would become slaves. But 99% of us, we was free. We was warring. I told you, they couldn't take us. All them wars was us versus them. The Mexican-American War, the Revolution, the American Revolutionary War, the Civil War. All that was us warring against them, and they hid it because they didn't want us to know how strong we are as black people, as Latino people. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you to know that. I talked about this in the past lecture. They didn't want you to know none of that. All these wars was us versus them. Fucking them up. They can't tell you that we was in the Civil War fucking them up because then you be like, damn, we could fuck them up. They got to make you think that they always got all the power. Every story with us always ends with us losing to them. All our heroes got gunned down by them. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Anybody ever came and tried to speak up and did make us say they got. So what narrative has been painted for us to keep us in fear? That we gonna lose when we go against them. Meanwhile, they done hid all this history of us winning these wars against them, fighting against them. They don't talk about the Haitian Revolution. They don't talk about Queen Anne. They don't talk about all that type of stuff because now they have to start talking about energy, ancestral energy, magic, voodoo, hoodoo, conjure work, quantum energies, the ley lines, the parallels of the planet. Because you want to know how the fuck we was doing this, they're going to have to talk about the energy that's in the actual planet. This where the fuck they get their energy from. I keep telling you, ain't no satellites in the sky, nigga. You drive to the wrong motherfucking section on any part of the land, you're going to lose service. Satellites in the sky, you would never lose service. Right? All your energy coming from your telephone poles. But what? That's in the ground. But where the fuck is the telephone pole getting the energy from? It's all inside the planet. Right now, nigga. Why y'all think our lights up? Where did that energy coming from? Inside the planet. You gotta know that. You gotta know that. ComEd, Georgia Power, they charging us for energy that they are getting out of us. Y'all don't hear me. Let me stand the fuck up so they can hear me in the back of class today. They are charging us for energy that they are getting out of us. Not just us participating in a matrix, but literally they getting it out the earth and we are the earth. They getting it out of nature and we are nature. That's another reason why it's been so hard for us to rise against them. It takes energy to do that. And one of our main energy sources, they get us detached from it. It's rubber on the bottom of every fucking shoe or slipper. You hear me? In the back of class, do you hear me? It's rubber. You can't even connect it to it. They don't even want you connecting into it with your feet. Fuck the fact we can take the motherfucking slipper off. Think about why the fuck would they put rubber in the slipper and we are electricity and rubber constricts electricity. So constrict means rubber stops us. It stops us. We need our electricity to flow. Cloth, clothes, all that to keep us from connecting into that energy. You don't hear me though. all the energy coming from in the motherfucking planet. You don't hear me though. They don't like this. You see this? They don't like these. No, they don't. It's wood. What's in wood? What do wood do to the planet? They don't want you fucking with no wood. That's another reason why they like the little 30 millimeter bushes that's still left standing around. That's why they like cutting them down. Because they already knocked our big trees down. They call them mountains today. So you would think, why they still fuck with the little ones? And they say because they need to get wood. Wood for what? Nigga, ain't none of the houses made out of wood. You ever thought about that? Ain't none of the motherfucking houses made out of wood. Fuck y'all need to be knocking these trees down for. You thought paper came from wood too, did you? The money, it don't come from wood. That's chemicals they use for that. Remember they told you the paper is coming from trees? That's another lie. Nigga, what color is the tree bark? You think, and what color is the paper that you write on? I mean, I know they told us that. They taught us that the paper that we used to write on, loose leaf, that came from trees. So that's why they gotta knock trees down. And that the money that we use, that come from trees too. It's another reason they use the wood. Lies. The tree bark ain't green. And it damn sure ain't white. So why is the loose leaf white? And why is the money green if it's coming from trees? You think they dyed it, huh? You think they dyed it, huh? You think they dyed it? They dyed it. They didn't dye shit. The paper that they using to make money is the same paper they used to make regular paper with. It's the same paper they used to make paper mache with. All right? That's all manufactured. It's not organic. They getting all the wood though. They taking all the wood though. Why though? What they know about the wood that you don't know? They got them out here knocking all these motherfucking trees down because ain't no motherfucking houses made out of no wood around this bitch, nigga. And all the big buildings is ain't made out of wood neither. Make it make sense. Fuck them old pictures y'all showed us of wooden cabins. We talking about why y'all been knocking them down the last 60 years, nigga. See what I'm saying? You an electrical being. They don't want you around no wood. They don't even want you in the woods. It's against the law. You can't just go in the woods, nigga. You can. But let it get dark and the state trooper see you. I bet he get on you. Pull your car over in the middle of the road and just get out, go in the woods and see what happens. And when you go in the woods, you gonna go so far, you gonna start seeing signs on trees, nigga. Do not go here. Do not go there. Government property. Like in the woods, nigga. Ain't nothing out here. Fuck you mean? Why is it a sign on the tree say, take another 100 feet, we will shoot? Fuck you mean? For real, for real. You know what you gotta think? You gotta think. Ain't nobody even out here. Why you don't want us out here? And what is you doing with all these with all the wood from these motherfucking trees? Matter of fact, what happened to all the wood from all the big ass trees that y'all was cutting down in California, the big ass red oaks? What y'all do with all this wood now? Where is the wood going? Cause we damn sure ain't using it now. We electrical beings. The power and the energy is in the planet, man. You can't be around no wood like that. Even in your inner cities, the only thing wooden on the goddamn street is the motherfucking telephone pole. And it's connected to what? An electrical line. An electrical line. You think wood ain't powerful to electricity? It's the balance for electricity to reach its most powerful state. No different than this table. It's the balance for all these items to sit right here. Without this table sitting right here, based on density, these items, it's not going to sit right here. They're going to fall to a lower state to where it's some more matter. Unless the energy is being manipulated, which will be a form of magic, then that we talk about no energy manipulation. It's going to go to the next state. So notice how with your telephone poles, right? It's always going to be connected to a wooden piece. Them telephone poles is made out of wood, and they go way up, and they got the little power lines that go out. You ain't thinking nothing of it. You riding every day. Riding past, niggas cycling past, niggas. Shorties cycling past. You know what the motherfucker be riding fast, they hit you with that little side stance, motherfucker come shorties, they keep going on you feel me? Facts. Stand up, hit you with the leg, yeah. You cycling past it, short, the blue crystal baby cycling past it, we driving past it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers shooting at each other past it. Motherfuckers, you got strippers selling pussy walking past it. She ain't thought about it neither. She been out there all day. The prostitutes, I ain't knocking y'all hustle, cause shit, it was hard out here. It's hard out here, nigga. I don't knock the hustle, but what I'm saying though, the street walkers ain't never even thought about that. The prostitute, she been out there all motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? She ain't seen it. Is she walking on feet all day? So you know niggas driving past ain't thought nothing of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She all day, she flagging shit down. She didn't stop one time at the pole, caught her jump. She didn't belt in with a nigga in front of it. She ain't thought nothing about it. She didn't. You feel me? She just smoked 100 squares in front of that motherfucker. She still ain't looked back like, damn, why the fuck? It's the wood. You know what I'm saying? We don't be looking at shit like that because we have been primed. We've been primed. We've been primed to not see that, to not even ask that question. You see? To not even think. But I'm using the telephone pole for a direct example of what wood does to electricity. You ain't got to be that's me breaking it down in layman's terms for you. I don't want to use, I can use a bunch of big words and lose you, but then I would be being the news. That's what they do. You know, take all them big ass words to fuck you up. You could have said a simpler word in there, but you want to fuck a nigga shit up, so you want to use all these other words that you know motherfuckers don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what they do. We don't do that in here. We can go there, but I like to keep it at a way where even if you know, you gonna catch it, and if you don't know, you catching it. Everybody need to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm trying to turn everybody to Randy Moss right now. You feel me? This shit is deep. You feel me? You gotta know what you is. You gotta know what you living in. And I ain't even got to the Mac. We ain't even got to the MacBook yet. You know what I'm saying? It told y'all it's one of them. It's one of them nights. You hear me? It's one of them nights, like, because we gotta get in there. We gotta listen. The 33rd parallel, bro. They hiding all the. That's the main energy line they using for their internet. Internet runs off the 33rd parallel. I don't think y'all hear me. Oh yeah, we gonna get deep. They got you thinking the 33rd parallel just one straight line. So if you do find out about it, that's if you do find out about it. Because looking for it through they shit, they gonna say you crazy. Then they gonna say they ley lines. And then they gonna say parallels, but then they gonna say longitude, latitude. You ain't told niggas nothing. Longitude, latitude. You see what I'm saying? Now, white America, y'all might know. You know. But see, why we don't know? This our shit. See what I'm saying, y'all? My people. Y'all see what I'm trying to show you? You will hear longitude, latitude, and if you got carbon in your skin, you don't know what the fuck that is. You damn don't know. We like longitude, latitude. I've heard it. I'm familiar with it. I heard it in school, but from a scientific perspective, most of us don't think scientifically. They primed us from that. That's what entertainment is for. They primed us away from that. You know what I'm saying? They painted a whole different picture, so you don't even want to look at shit from. You don't even want to get under there like that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, and walk away. Now you gotta get under there sometimes. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta peep it. You gotta peep it because it's in not really understanding that you are electricity. You forgetting that. You hearing that. You hear it. And it sound good too. It might even feel good. But you're not understanding it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there. You feel me? You gotta like you're bowling. You hear me? You gotta one knee. You gotta let that knee. You gotta you be back here. You gotta take that step. And you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come with it here and get under there. You feel me? I'm trying to tell you. Because you hearing it. You're hearing it. And you feel like you getting it. But then you're going to email me tomorrow. And I'm going to be like, see what I'm saying? You wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Listen. We going to rewrite. Rubber on the bottom of every shoe. Nigga. Every shoe. Not some. Every shoe. Oh, and if it don't get rubber, you feel me? It's gonna be some joints with cotton. If you going soft toe in it, what you going? We going hard toe or soft toe? You see what I'm saying? We going steel toe or soft toe? If we talk about on the shoe side around the crib, this like steel toe in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's like steel toe. We going, you know the slide. But you know the soft toe is like, you know, you can get them little slippers, they be, and what they gonna be? Cotton. And what does cotton do to electricity? What does cotton do to electricity? The same thing cloth do, because cloth is made out of what? Cotton. Cloth, your clothes is made mostly out of cotton. All right? If you understand that, then you can understand why they even had us picking cotton when niggas did get caught. They could have had you doing anything else. No, for real. You gotta see it. It's all based around this 33rd parallel. You don't, nigga, you gotta get in here with me. You gotta fly with me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fly with me. I'm breaking all this down before I even start showing you points and cities and naming niggas that done got killed on the 33rd. You gotta, one step at a time. You feel me? We gonna get there though. We gonna get there though. Oh no, we getting there. See what I'm saying? We getting there tonight. They got me fucked up. We getting there. You feel me? For real. We getting there. Even where you work your job, all these businesses, main businesses, share a connection in some sort of way with this 33rd parallel, man. I'm talking about where they headquartered at, or where they offices at, or where they do their little meetings at. Each location, 33rd parallel activity, man. Everything. But if you don't grasp this whole concept before we even get to that point that you electricity and why they even doing it, that's what I'm trying to say. Why the fuck This is the whole reason they had when gods would get caught and enslaved. This the whole reason they had niggas picking cotton. You feel me? You could have did anything else. You won't understand how wicked the energy play is to control the energy. Right? It's all energy. It's nothing else. It's literally nothing else. It's all energy. Understand what you electricity. Understand what they placed around you. Plastic cup, plastic, glass, cloth, rubber. All of that shit stops the flow of electricity. This is what I'm trying to show you. Oh, now you know why it's illegal to be naked walking around this motherfucker. And you've been primed to think that if a motherfucker did walk down the street naked, we've been primed like this. Well, we seen a motherfucker walking down the street naked, we'd be like, that's indecent exposure, and we would think that individual was crazy. Because he don't have the cloth on. They made it illegal not to wear the cloth. See the bigger picture. It's illegal, okay, not to wear the cloth. You don't hear me? It's illegal not to wear the cloth. The cloth that's constricting your electricity. You got a t-shirt, we got socks, we got pants, we got hoodies, we got suits, we got everything. Like, and that's the law. All of this to keep you away from the energy of this 33rd parallel. Whew. And to think, like, damn, okay, we know you had certain ones of us that would get caught. They was being enslaved, and you taught us that they was picking cotton. That's one of the main things y'all taught. They had to stack up all this cotton, sun up to sun down. And we used to be thinking like, damn, that's fucked up. They had to pick cotton, which it was. But then it's like, when you find out that it was an actual method to the madness, though. It wasn't just enslaving those that was caught. It was killing the energy, the electricity. This is a war. It's been a war the whole time. That show you how real the war is. You know what I'm saying? You God, we shifting back now. We these beings of light. This is why they did everything around you so that you don't believe it now. You're like, nigga, I don't believe I'm strong as the Hulk. The Hulk can't be about us. Why we ain't that strong now? I don't believe I'm strong as Superman. Superman wasn't about us. Why we ain't flying now? Because you don't understand electricity, and then you don't understand that everything around you has been placed around you to stop you from using that electricity or tapping into the energy that's a huge part of you. Nature is a big part of our energy, y'all. We not separate from nature. We one with nature. So if they killing nature, what then they did to us? Along with killing that severance. That's half of your connection gone right there. That's half of your connection gone right there. Had them picking cotton for that reason. Keep this cotton on them. Some will pick it till their fingers bleed. That's even better. Because what is the blood? Let me do you one deeper. Did you know? Hold on, let me do you one deeper. We gonna get to this. I bet you probably thought, just like the motherfucking pig. But look, you really think every animal on the planet and every plant on the planet is natural? You don't understand what they've done to us. But don't even worry about it. We gonna talk about it tonight. So I see what you think this is. You think this shit a game. You probably think every animal natural too that's on the planet, don't you? That you don't believe they've created certain animals? Every animal here ain't natural. Every plant ain't natural. The pig is not a natural animal. Neither is the rat. Or the mosquito is not a natural insect. Neither is the maggot, the fleas, bed bugs, roaches, none of that. Let me do you one deeper. The cotton, the little cotton bushes, where they made us pick the cotton at, those not natural plants neither. They put them there as well. Do you think we would place anything on the planet that would constrict us? If cotton hurts our electricity, do you think we had it on the planet naturally? No, we didn't. Cotton is not even a natural thing. But they'll have you thinking, oh, cotton grown from the natural cotton bushes. But the cotton bushes are not natural. Just like those aren't mountaintops. Those are tree stumps. Just like those aren't our real trees. Those are really our bushes we're looking at today. Just like America is really ancient Egypt. Just like you can walk to Africa from America too, through the Grand Canyon. Just like rainbows and stargates. You see what I'm saying? Just like we have an ancestor named Ocean that's breaking free from this energetic force field trap that they have with him with these two pyramids that they used from ancient Atlantis, right? From our capital of ancient Atlantis, which is present-day Georgia and all the Bermuda Triangle in Florida. See what I'm saying? Told you that too. Now they want to roll out articles. Somebody tagged me in it on Instagram. Now they coming out with articles talking about it's two pyramids under the scientists have discovered two pyramids. Y'all ain't discovered shit. Y'all said in one of these motherfucking Rashad Jamal lectures and y'all flew over that bitch with some sonar technology. Like, oh damn. Shit, we didn't even know that. Cause see, some shit I be telling y'all, they don't even know. They don't even be knowing. They don't like on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And they always show their hand months later. You'll see them come out with some shit. Scientists have discovered, and you can go on my channel and look this shit up. The whole movie Soul came out, no lie. The movie Soul, you're not gonna tell me that the fucking director didn't watch a lecture and then make the movie. I had a lecture about the Soul way before they came out with that movie. And they literally put the movie out and it basically showed them everything I was saying. They kind of flipped little things around, but the whole narrative, no. You see what I'm saying? These cotton trees, these pigs, these rats, these roaches, a lot of these things around you wasn't always here. And what you'll realize the deeper we get into it is like, you'll see that like, most of it was put here to attack your energy. How do roaches make you feel? We can't stand them motherfuckers. And I grew up and had roaches in the house before. You feel me? Like, I had homies who had roaches. Like, I'm from the hood, man. Now, if you ain't grow up and you ain't had no roaches, shit, you lived it. Shout out to you. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't wish it on nobody. But I've been in a house. I've experienced living with roaches before. I've experienced living with bed bugs before. I've experienced living with roaches and bed bugs at the same motherfucking time before. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always like blessed like I'm blessed now because I'm walking in my divinity, doing what I'm supposed to do to help our planet. And by me focusing on that, the universe gonna make sure I'm good. But just keeping it real, like I didn't experience that type of shit, right? And I know how it made me feel. Now, some of y'all, like I said, you might not have ever experienced roaches. I know people that never experienced roaches, though, in the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You feel me? It was real, though, with me, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Shit, we ain't have it like that, you know what I'm saying? We had roaches. We had rats running around the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You know, typical slums of the social engineering that they do in every city. Not just me, everywhere. They did this to our people everywhere. All right? This is why black people like to say, your hood ain't no tougher than mine. But that's a real deeper esoteric fact. No, ain't none of our hood no tougher than nobody because they've all put us in the motherfucking hood. They set the same social engineering up in Chicago that they set up in motherfucking a small town in Texas. You feel me? You go to any town, any city, it's going to be a form of projects to this day. You gonna just know it, because you can go to the smallest town and you gonna know when you in the part that's the hood with the black people, it's gonna look completely different. You know what I'm saying? Shit get to looking ran down. You know what I'm saying? Immediately, you just see a difference. Like, damn. And like, I travel a lot, so if you travel a lot, you really see it more. Like, damn, this how we grew up. Damn, these bitches. That's why I say we gotta think about what we was taught about our goddamn self. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta compare that to what we know about ourselves right now. You know, you got motherfuckers that'll sit back like and don't think about that. You gotta remember, we know we gods and goddesses now. We sitting here right now talking about all this shit like, damn, for real? Okay, but fuck what let's not even talk about what we know right now. Let's remember that time when we didn't remember who we were, and how they, because we gotta speak about us like this. They ain't gonna speak about us like this. They'll never give us that. Never, nigga. They put it on a group of random aliens. Quick, we can't figure out how the pyramids got here, or we'll just show them the pyramids, but because they don't even want to show you everything. They show you the pyramids and leave you there and be like, well, we don't know how the pyramids got here, and we can't really fully explain it, not even in our fucking language, to them to make it make sense, because we know they are highly intelligent, sophisticated beings of light, neuromelanated beings, 9 ether beings, so we can't just do that. But we've lied enough. We'll just say some aliens landed, and like, for real, go watch that shit. Anything they can't figure out, all of a sudden they be like, well, modern scientists have figured out that the ancient ones were in communication, possibly with various races of extraterrestrials, civilizations. That's how they hit you with the wordplay. They be like, if they can't figure it out to hide us from us, they be like, quick, they'll hit you with scientists have discovered that the ancient ones were in a state of consistent communication, potentially, because they still don't let you know nothing, potentially with ancient extraterrestrial civilizations. All right, and they'll leave you right there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you like that. Mind fuck you like that and never come home. You see what I'm saying? Y'all be tripping about the goddesses, goddesses, females. I mean, y'all tripping about niggas fucking y'all and doing y'all wrong and leaving. What about how they mind fucked us and never came home? At least if niggas come home, we come back. If a nigga fuck up, nigga be, hey, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it right next time though. But I'm back though. You know what I'm saying? They mind fucked and never came home. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even tripping. You feel me? We cool with it. Like, shit, shit. It's like, damn, y'all, hold on, y'all. You feel me? Goddesses get on their ass the way y'all get on niggas' ass now around here. You feel me? Shit. I'm just saying, y'all. We gotta make it make sense. Because, like, this is how they hide us from us. You feel me? They use the words. They niggas dumb. These niggas don't know shit. Goofy ass niggas. We'll tell them this. They'll laugh about it over crackers and cheese and tea. You hear me? It's Harvey. Did you see what we told them last week? The niggas fell for it. You know what I'm saying? They already know. Like, niggas ain't gonna read. Niggas, we done primed them good. They ain't finna sit and read. And if one of theirs come along and tell them, you definitely ain't gonna believe him. He black. We ain't leaving nobody black. They gonna believe motherfucker white quick. You know what I'm saying? They got us how they got us. Like, shit, and if somebody with one of theirs come along and let them know, we primed them so good in fucking school, they'll never listen to him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it be. Even now. Because I can say some shit and niggas get more excited when CNN reveals it. I be like, see what I'm saying? Exactly what I be talking about. Fuck. They gotta validate what I'm saying, folks. You know what I'm saying? You a little more excited than, because you wouldn't be tagging me. You God, yeah, no, you too excited. You thought I was lying. How you know I'm still not lying right now? How you know I ain't lying right now? See what I'm saying? We gotta break away from that. I could have still been lying, but since they validated it, we believed it. Like what? No, nigga, if we ain't gonna believe it, we ain't gonna believe it. Don't let them validate shit, nigga. And if we gonna believe it, we gonna believe it. They don't need to validate shit. That's the fact, because I'm not gonna lie to you about shit. There's no reason to lie. I gain nothing from that. I gain nothing from it. You feel me? Nigga, this channel ain't even monetized. All the views this channel do, this shit ain't monetized. Fuck is you? I see niggas sharing my shit and running ads on it though. Same motherfuckers say I'm lying. They got a fake page and they running ads on shit. Over here, they under the comments like he's lying, and they got a whole other fake page. They done got their subscribers busting on YouTube, all Rashad Jamal content. Or you'll see a motherfucker that you don't know him from a can of paint. You'll see a video roll out, and you'll click on their video. They won't even have no views. They won't have no other views on nothing unless they scrutinize my name. Like what? You feel me? Facts. You know what I'm saying? And they'll have another channel where they motherfucking sharing the content, nigga. I done clicked on niggas who didn't say Rashad Jamal. Rashad Jamal ain't shit. He's lying to everybody. Then you click on the video, nigga got ads rolling, 10K views. I'm damn, nigga. Nigga getting a check off sneak this and damn. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga ready to move like Cardi B now in a minute. Like, hold on, child, damn, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even monetizing this shit over here. You feel me? I'm just keeping it real though. You feel me? It be a month and they be moving like that. You got to peep them, y'all. It be the same motherfucker with 3 different accounts. You feel me? Over here he sneak this and over here he sharing some shit. You hear me? Got ads running on it and everything. You feel me? I'm like, Joe, these people crazy, man. These people crazy, man. These people crazy. You hear me? But like, nah, for real, it's like we gotta stay focused though. We on the energy. We stand on the energy. This is all based around the 33rd parallel. Let's get to it. I'm finna bring y'all to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? It's time to bring y'all to the drawing board. You feel me? Because I'm tired of, hold on. We got to go to the drawing board a little bit. Yeah, we going to the drawing board. All right, we going to the drawing board. So listen, here we go. All right. So I'm about to, let me start with this synopsis first. Let me run this down to you. Okay. Let me give you a small update on things that happened. Hold on. Along this parallel, right? And why it's so important. Now, I told y'all, right? I said, hold on. I told y'all, right? I said, this energy point is a very important point because the energy keeps it don't just flow in a straight line like they showed you. I'm gonna bring out to the drawing board so y'all can see it. But the same screenshot that I used for this thumbnail shows the line running from LA clean across to Atlanta. The 33rd parallel runs way further than that. Listen, and it don't just run straight back and forth. It's a river of quantum energy that's deep inside the veins of Kai. All right. So if you were to make direct connection with this energy, she would awaken to a different state because we already won. And so would you. All right. So think of it as a cheat code. Like with us, the way we doing it now, we still rising. But if we was to tap into the energy of the 33rd parallel, we gonna jump 9 levels. We jumping 9 levels right away in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a direct spiritual connection. Remember, what is the blood? The blood is the life force, okay? Now, her veins are full of her blood, but her blood isn't really blood. Planet Kai, or what you know as planet Earth, doesn't really pump out blood per se. She pumps out energy. So the same way our blood flows through us, energy flows through her. All right? Energy flows through her. And if you can understand that, then you can understand the spiritual connection that is being made when we interact with the energetic properties coming off of the 33rd parallel. Okay? So this is why we can never, ever make direct contact with the energy along that 33rd parallel because it is the blood of the planet. This is why it's the most powerful vein. It's the blood of the planet. I'll repeat that. Just like blood flows through your veins, well, the earth don't have blood flowing through her veins. She has quantum energy flowing through her veins, all right? Quantum energy flowing through her. All right, she don't have that. She don't push out blood. She can absorb the life force from the blood. This is why when a lot of us have Our ancestors have died in battle and been hung and mistreated all around the planet. The earth is, the Kai is full of blood. She's full of life force from those who have been hurt. That's another reason that caused this rise in frequency right now, this planetary rise and this planetary shift that we going through, where you seeing all this funny shit with the weather you never seen before, and you seeing our people reach this mass state of great awakening. Then it's just not our people, no lie. You seeing even white people like they cracking through they motherfucking pineals and they shit because you know they got the calcified pineal gland. So normally we brought cannabis down to the planet from the Canis Major to decalcify their pineal glands, as well as meditation does that. All right. So, but now because the energy is rising in such a state, and we jump in these densities, right? To the point that you see a lot of people waking up. You see you're starting to see more animal attacks. Pay attention. They rolling out all these stories about different animals attacking motherfuckers, or people seeing animals they would never see them at. Pay attention. When you seeing stuff like that, put your boots on. All right? Put your boots on, because that's nature. That's nature. And we're gonna reach a state where nature attacks back. And it's not just gonna be the weather. That's as we move forward in this war, you're gonna see the animals fighting back. You're gonna see the oceans drowning more people. You're gonna see weather you've never seen before, because this is a spiritual cosmic war that has shifted onto our density that we own. This is what's going on right now. All right. So you have to fully understand that the 33rd parallel has been used against you in the entire time. And it's a powerful source of energy. And to keep you off it, they built so many cities on it. They put so many historic monuments on it, or labeled these places historic monuments, to the point where it doesn't allow you to do that. Okay, thank you. It doesn't allow you to to align with the energy of it, and you need to align with its energy. You can't reach it through a meditative state. You need to actually be one with that energy in a physical state. So you need to be on the 33rd parallel. And this is why, hold on. This is why, let's talk about the cities that we notice on the 33rd parallel. Atlanta, Georgia. Think about what Atlanta, Georgia represents in the culture of the world. Think about it. Who you think blew it up like that? They use their media to blow it up like that. Now, right? Think about how the world looks at Atlanta, Georgia. Think about it. It's the capital of music right now. It used to be LA, then it was New York, then all of a sudden it just was Atlanta. Think about how the world look at LA. What's LA? It don't get no bigger than LA, right? Shit, really? If you want to be real, I mean, if you want to be real, you could argue New York, but all the energy always, even when New York had it, it was always like the big time execs in the movies and shit like that was in Hollywood. It was always about Hollywood. Think about what Hollywood consists of. That's all our NBA teams, NFL, hockey teams, all our actors and actresses, movies, TV shows, the shit that primed us. The whole way we view the world is because of movies. The things that primed us. So look at how big LA is, Hollywood is. And it's on the 33rd parallel. Look at how big them two is. And they call Atlanta Black Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. You got Dallas on the 33rd parallel. Phoenix, Arizona, 33rd parallel. Think about them locations, Phoenix and Dallas, how they look. If you ever been there or been in the energy of Phoenix or been in the energy of Dallas, it's breathtaking energy. Me being an individual, I love Dallas. Like I got family in Dallas. I used to be in Dallas a lot. I ain't been in a couple years, but it was at one point where it was between Atlanta and Dallas. So that's why I always consider Dallas. I've been going to Dallas back and forth fucking with Dallas since like 2007, 2008 when my people first moved out there. So like I love Dallas. Like in the energy I get when I'm in Dallas, it's so electric. It feels just like that in Atlanta. Atlanta's a little more stronger though, but it makes sense because When you in Atlanta, you on the capital of Atlantis. So you can feel, we talking about energy, y'all. You can feel this. Anybody ever been to LA, you feel that energy when you bail off the plane, when you flying into California. You feel that energy, man. You feel that energy. Like if you go to Dallas, Texas, and you get off that plane, you're going to and ride around that city, you're going to feel the energy. Also, if when you in Dallas, Texas, they got far as all those energy poles they get out there in them fields in Texas, man, they got a lot of them. They got a whole field of them. You feel me? Like in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? But it's the energy. It's the same thing when you in Arizona. Like when you in Arizona, I don't care if you riding through or if you stop there, it's majestic energy in the air. Like you can't describe them sunsets. You can't explain that why the rocks is red like that, why they be glowing. What the bitches be glowing. You hear me? Right, man, it be glowing. The whole, it just glows. You know what I'm saying? It's a glow too. It got a majestic glow on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that. You feel that. They built them cities on all them 33rd parallel. That's all 33rd parallel locations. But then let's get deeper. It don't just run straight across like they show you. It curves and goes around and moves all around. This is where your ley line come in at. Because if you read about the ley lines, all right, if we look at the ley lines, hold on, I'm gonna pull y'all in. If we look at the ley lines, let's go to the chalkboard. Let's go to the chalkboard. We're at the chalkboard. Hold on. If we look at the ley lines, the way they show you ley lines run, they're going to show you that they run up and under, up and under. So look, check it out. Now look, you look at the ley lines. This is what they're going to show you about the ley lines. You see them? They're going to show you that these are energy. This all energy, different energy that the earth pumps out. See these different lines? They all how they looping. These are different points. But look how many ley lines it is. So they all running through different parts and intersecting and looping throughout the planet. That's what they show you about ley lines. Well, the parallels is ley lines. So it's the same thing. But if you look up parallel, check this out. This is the trickery, y'all. This is the trickery. If you look up 33rd parallel, watch this. They're going to tell you that look. Hold on. You look up 33rd parallel, they're going to show you a line running straight across. Here you go, right here. This the one I use for the thumbnail. You see that? If you look up 33rd parallel, they're going to show you an energetic line running clean across. You see Atlanta, you see Columbia, Atlanta, run through Jackson, Mississippi, and Money, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, right on Phoenix and LA. You see it? They right on the line. All right. That's what they're gonna tell you. They're not showing you that it's a lot of parallels because the earth has a lot of veins. She's alive. So it's a lot of parallels, right? It's a lot of parallels. And they loop, they interloop, and they move up and down. Just like they showing you right here. But this line don't just run straight across. It has other lines that loop off it. Energetic points that loop off it. And along that energy point, it's just a smooth flow of energy. But then once they hit that point, this is what a home base of that quantum energy is at. So let me give you an example. All right. Let's go back to ley lines. Show you something. So look, when you look up ley lines, remember how they showed you how ley lines, how they run? So look, what you need to notice is, okay, it's certain points. You see it? Where the circle is at, don't focus on the line. Just focus on the circles. Circle, 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 or dot. Let's say the dots. Dot, well, dot, 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 dot. You see the dots? You got the line. So the line is pumping out a lot of energy, but where the dots is at, this is like the main source of quantum energy. So it's going to be vibrating at a higher rate, which means it's a lot of power on that main point. So This is why I say they tie ley lines and parallels together like this on purpose to fool you, to throw you off. So you thinking a parallel is not a ley line, all right? Because they not gonna tell you that. They gonna tell you that a parallel is different from a ley line, all right? But it's the same thing. And they do that to throw you off course of the flow of energy. So if you ever find out about the 33rd parallel, they do this to throw you off from the source of energy. So you'll think that it's only running along here. So that keeps you completely away from these other points. And all these is points. With Atlanta being used to be the capital. Well, so the whole Georgia was the capital of Atlantis. All this Georgia down to Florida across to the Bermuda Triangle, like all the way down to Cuba, that whole area. You know what I'm saying? That was all the capital. And you got downtown Atlanta is one of the main energetic portals, quantum energy portals. All right. So look, let me pull this up. I wrote a bunch of, because I'm working on my book anyway. So I took some notes from my book that I wrote down, because I've been writing all this stuff down. So come with this book. Hold on. Hold on. Where's... Okay. So, all right, I got it pulled up. All right, so check this out. All right, so check this out, y'all. I'm gonna name off some more spots, all right, other than the ones I just named off. All right. So we got Atlanta, we have Dallas, we got Little Rock, Arkansas, Phoenix, Arizona, and we have Albuquerque, New Mexico, LA. Them the ones they show you. Remember I told you how the line run? I'm just trying to show you how they have built over all the main energetic points. Now watch this. You got Paris, France, ley line. Where Paris, France is at, that will represent one of them dots that I showed y'all. Remember that dot I just showed y'all? Peace, 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 family. Remember that dot I just showed y'all? That dot I just showed y'all, it would represent that dot I just showed y'all. You feel me? Paris, France. The Hollywood land sign, that's in California. That's on the 33rd parallel. You got downtown New York. That's on the 33rd parallel. Exactly where they have the Statue of Liberty at, on the edge where the water is at, that would be where one of the dots is at. That's where one of the dots is at, the whole downtown New York. So I need you to see that they built all of their major cities over all the main quantum energetic hubs along the 33rd parallel. All right. You got downtown New York. You got the Vatican. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get some pictures on this shit. Let's go to Google, get some pictures on this. Just to get a visual, y'all. Just to get a visual. Just to get a visual reflections. Let's just get some visuals. Okay. Now, let me show you. Late 33rd parallel. The point where this is at, the Eiffel Tower. I think that's what that's called, the Eiffel Tower. 33rd parallel. Look what they built right there on it. And notice, at the top, it forms a vortex. The vortex is the point where two lines meet. It's the point where two lines meet. And when you form a vortex, it makes it easier to push out energy as well as pull in energy. Right here, the tip of the vortex, all right? Also, notice, it's also shaped like a bull's phallus, a bull penis. Go look it up. They put it right there purposely. All right. All right. We gonna hold on. That's Paris. Hollywood land sign. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all where the points is at. Fuck the bullshit. I'm gonna show y'all where the points is at. Hollywood. Let's get a visual. Hollywood. Damn, where I wanna sit this at? Cause I don't wanna look. Fuck it. Let me see. Hollywood land sign. That's a point. Let's just get a visual on it. All right. You see where this is at? This on the 33rd parallel. Where they put the sign at, that's where one of the dots is at. All right. So you can understand that this 33rd parallel is very important. All right. Let's go. Downtown New York. Let me show y'all exactly where so y'all can see it. All 33rd parallel, y'all. Downtown New York. Let me show it to you. Look. See this? Notice how it's formed right here. The land is formed right here with the water. That's a point as well as where the Statue of Liberty is at. 33rd parallel. This is a major hub of energy. It's like one of them dots. And this is why they put all this right here. See, they built all these buildings over it. If you ever wonder, New York's super big, right? So ask yourself this. New York big as fuck. So why wouldn't they just space these buildings out and make more, you get what I'm saying? Use more of the land. They only put a lot of projects in New York and a lot of buildings hubbed together. But in this downtown area, look how close the buildings is, and look how they circling. Look how they circling. This is in the middle is the energetic dot though. But look how they got these buildings hovered around to block off that energy. All right, to block off that energy, and they're using it. All right, so they are using it. You get what I'm saying? See, I need to show you the designs of buildings and shit so you can understand why they even designed like that. You feel me? You gonna be like, oh, I see why they even designed it like that. You know what I'm saying? You thinking they just designed it just to now. The architecture just put the shit there to do it. No, this is all based around energy in the 33rd parallel. All they major points where they running shit from, 33rd parallel. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you this one. Right here. Vatican, 33rd parallel. See with that dot? That's a dot right here. This is why they got the phallus right there as well. This whole center, 33rd parallel, very important energy. This is why they took it over and put, you know what I'm saying? And you see they left you see this has a clean aisle just to last for energy. It's all for, look at it from an architectural standpoint. I'm trying to show you why the architects did that. Even this represents like the womb, the black womb. And that represents the portal for when she gives birth to souls. Like, hey, this get deep. I could do a whole separate lecture just on this. But I'm going to stay focused on what we're talking about. Energetic location. 33rd parallel. All right? They ain't got that on the line, though. You see what I'm saying? So when you do look it up, you still kind of like off. You know what I'm saying? You still kind of off. Because you like, oh, well, it's only Chicago, Dallas, and Atlanta, and L.A. No. No, it's not just that. No, it ain't. Don't believe that lie. All right, go to another one. Downtown Chicago. See, I'm just putting everything together for you. So you can see what they doing. Let me show you. Trying to get a better view. Get that angle. We'll try to go right here. But look, this downtown Chicago, my home city. Shout out to the shot. All right, but Chicago. Even the way all these buildings are aligned, when you see the buildings mushed together like this, these was all very important energetic hubs. See, they got us believing that downtowns, like when you see a downtown, that all the buildings should be together like that. And when you downtown, it don't seem that way because you riding up and down the goddamn street. But when you look at it from an outside point of view, when you do see all the buildings hubbed together, you're like, oh, that's just downtown. But you're not asking, there's so much land, why not spread these tall skyscrapers out? The whole point of skyscrapers, you're going to notice they're going to always be downtown. Most downtowns are on the energetic points of the 33rd parallel. This is what you got to know because these lines run up and down, they zigzag. It's one of the most powerful veins in Chi. So this vein runs all of different type of ways, and then it has energetic dots, like I showed y'all them dots, the main hubs. And on the main hubs, you're gonna notice they put most of their main cities. or in each city that like these main cities with their downtowns, you're gonna notice that. You feel me? And then if you start, what you'll start noticing too is like if you go look at a small town that's not on the 33rd parallel, they won't even have that many buildings downtown like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll only have like a few. You know, you go to Wichita, Kansas or something. They ain't got a whole bunch of motherfucking buildings shrub together like that. And then they got nothing to do because Wichita is smaller because Wichita got enough land for them to do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's because of certain cities. Definitely they main was like LA, New York, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? This is why. And this is why they got the building design like this. This is what these is about. These 2 points, all the energy is being harnessed off these 2 points right here. Off that one, that's the Sears Tower, and then the John Hancock. Cause I'm real Chicago, so I'm not calling that shit no Willis Tower. Cause you know somebody in the comments, no, it's really called the Willis Tower. No, that's if your ass just got to Chicago. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna always be the Sears Tower. Fuck out of here. I'm not never finna be no Willis Tower. The Sears Tower, like I said, I mean the Sears Tower right here in the John Hancock. This the John Hancock. That's the Sears Tower. I was looking at it wrong. But yeah, though. So, but this is why Chicago, downtown Chicago look like that. And they using that energy to control the ancestral energy of Chicago, because Chicago, the land of Chicago, one of the most powerful tribes, the Illinois Confederacy. You got all that energy still there from Chief Chicago, Chief Black Hawk, and all of that. So that's why it's so much violence like that. It's all spell work being used from the controlling the energy and the energetic points along the 33rd parallel. Oh yeah. We I told you I was one of them. It's one of them. You feel me? All being revealed. You know what I'm saying? We ain't slowing down no downloads for nothing. You feel me? All right, so let me show y'all another one though. I'm gonna show y'all a few. I'm gonna show y'all they top 13 because you know they like to play with that number because of the 13 original families. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though. Okay, so CNN headquarter building is also on the 33rd parallel because it's downtown Atlanta. But where that building is at, where this building is at, it's a lot of energy right on that land right there that the building is built over. Because remember, this is all the capital of Atlantis. So I had to show y'all that though. And then look, even the way downtown Atlanta is set up to receive energy off the sun and harness it. Watch this. Show y'all some downtown. Look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Huh. Let me see if I can get y'all that angle. Let me see if I can get y'all this angle. Somebody said Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas is on the 33rd parallel too. You know, Vegas ain't even that far from Cali. You see what I'm saying? All same energy hub. I don't know if they got no. I don't see no pictures of the angle, but it's these buildings downtown Atlanta. They really up in here, but you got to be in Atlanta to see it. Like it's the way that the sun reflect off this one building with these two buildings designed in the middle, lined up like that. It's to feed off the energy and control the frequency of the sun and use that as an energy source on this point. You know what I'm saying? Like it get deep. It get real deep, y'all. The architecture, you start paying attention to the way buildings are designed, and you start looking up why they are designed like that, then you're gonna get why they even designed the building like that. You gotta look at it from an architectural standpoint with the where buildings are placed. No building is placed in its position by coincidence or a mistake. Every single building in these downtown locations are strategically placed like that. They are strategically built to be that tall. When you see a skyscraper or a building with a weird shape, it's all about energy and design. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like they using the design as a way to manipulate the space and the energy with the shapes of the buildings and how far the streets is and how wide the streets is, how far certain buildings are apart from each other. All of that is by design. Ain't none of it is just like, oh, they just designing, you know what I'm saying, designing it like that. No. But of course, Atlanta, Georgia, Stone Mountain. All right, y'all should already seen them. Um, Stonehenge. Let's go outside of it. Stonehenge, 33rd parallel. 33rd parallel, Stonehenge, 33rd parallel. All right. 33rd parallel. And the whole thing about Stonehenge is they put that there just to control the energy. All right. Just to control the energy. All right. They put the whole way Stonehenge set up, all that's just to control the energy. All right. They got us thinking that we wasn't building great monuments, you know what I'm saying? They set the stones up like that they self, you feel me? And they got it looking like it's like what they like to call it, a wonder of the world, right? A lot of people don't know that Stonehenge they set that up themselves. The cabal, the shadow government, they set up Stonehenge like that. And by them doing that, that's how they was able to control that land and source of energy. Because now, like any place that's like Stonehenge, these are considered like protected by the world, United Nations and shit like that. So now it's like a public tourist attraction. You get what I'm saying? So if it becomes like that, then they be government controlled, and then it's a tourist attraction, right? But it's still controlled by the government or the government of that country, and we know who own these countries. So it's the same thing, but they use it as a way of they'll pretend like they don't know how they got there, right? And by doing that, that make you think that we was living in like a caveman state, because them ain't number some rocks. So you'd be like, oh yeah, we was Stonehenge, and even if you thinking about your ancestors, they just got you thinking they was making rocks. That's it. So think about that. Like they just got you thinking we was just stacking rocks. And yeah, they big, but at the same time, understand the fuckery. The fuckery is to still make you think, even if you trying to find yourself and you looking up shit like that, you still can't get deep. Because them just some motherfucking rocks stacked on top of each other. And they talk about some Stonehenge, and motherfuckers running with it like, oh yeah, Stonehenge, the ancestors must have been there doing this and that. The natives or whoever they thought was there, not understanding that, yeah, we was there using that land, using that energy source for great things. Not no caveman shit like stacking some rocks. You feel me? Like, we ain't just gonna stack no rocks. Cause by the time they became rocks, cause remember, what are rocks? Rocks are all the old mushrooms and the crystals that got caught up in the oxygen of the air, right? So, and when they in rock format, we not finna just be stacking no rocks. Like, they try to play us like we ain't on shit. Like, you stacking rocks. You know what I'm saying? So if you, like I said, if you look back, like, we just stacking rocks. Like, nigga, we wasn't stacking no rocks. Nigga, they stacked the motherfuckers and got your ass thinking that we did that, but they only stacked them right there because that's the main energy point on the 33rd parallel. This the mind games these people play. They play them type of mind games. So it's like, at the same time, they lying to you about your past while still making you think you don't need to be there like that because they control that. So you're not really finna even go there like that unless you're trying to be a tourist looking at Stonehenge. And you only gonna want to go to Stonehenge because you see these big giant rocks. They want to tell you this articles about they don't know how they got stacked like that. You thinking like, well, this is as far as society has ever been, is where it's at right now. Not knowing the technology we had way back then, and our original technology is far more superior than any motherfucking thing you've ever seen right now. If anything, the way we are living now is caveman-like. Little ass cell phones, niggas impressed by them. You know what I'm saying? We impressed by the fact that we can GPS to get somewhere. That's how caveman backwards we are in technology. Not understanding we've been traveling the multiverse. We the original Skywalkers. You feel me? We created everything around us, and niggas concerned with some rocks, G. Niggas is excited about some rocks being stacked up. You feel me? Like, that's how they do us, though. You feel me? Nah, for real, because motherfuckers will think they know some, like, yeah, I was studying Stonehenge. Boy, them ain't shit but a pillar of rock stacked up to make you think your ancestors wasn't on shit. Like, we was out here playing Legos or something. Like, nah, we was out here getting shit done, and we building planets. Niggas ain't got time to be playing with no rocks. You feel me? Because by the time they became rocks, we couldn't use them no more. We had already fell in frequency when with it, because them used to be crystals and mushrooms. So it's like, yeah, at that format, nigga, they just rock. So what we look like just stacking them. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna stack them and leave. They can't even explain it to you. Look at it though, y'all. Stonehenge though. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, the ancients came, and we believe ancient aliens. They hit you with the alien script. stack these rocks. And then you get all caught up in these rocks. You be like, yeah, them is some crazy rocks. I wonder how they got stacked like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you entertaining bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So now you think about the formations like, yeah, they got a point. I ain't never seen no rocks stacked like that. Nigga, so you ain't never did this when you was a kid. You ain't never took two rocks and laid one across the top. G, are you serious? Are you serious? We ain't never did that playing blocks. Remember you was playing blocks, you was a little kid. Come on, man, come on now. Look at this. What is this? What is this, G? So that's what we did. That's all we did, huh? Was set in the middle of the field, an empty field at that, and stacked some rocks. And niggas believed it? Boy, you house Negroes be killing me. Right, like we playing Jenga. You hear me? Y'all just should be playing Jenga. So even if you do get to thinking like, yeah, the ancestors was black, because first off, you got to get past Jesus. So that's hard to do. That ain't easy to do for us. White people, y'all been knew Jesus wasn't real, because y'all never was religious like that anyway. It was always us. You know, we was Christian, Baptist, Muslim, out. You know what I'm saying? Get mad at y'all for saying that he ain't real. You know, shit, because, you know, white people been kind of hinting that he wasn't real. We be looking at him, they asked the devil just off that. Like, no, nigga, they just know that they motherfucking ran that ooh la 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 on us. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we gonna keep it going though, man. I just want to let's go ahead and get that mystery out the way. If Stonehenge was a world mystery, we solved it today. You feel me? Fuck you, me. We go ahead and get that one, scratch that one off the world wonders list tonight. Cheat. Can't use that anymore. You feel me? Like, for real. That was a lecture in it. I damn need to do a lecture on that. You feel me? Like, for real. On all the goddamn world wonders, man. They be lying. Just as lying like a lawyer. You feel me? They ass be lying like a lawyer. You feel me? They ass be lying like a lawyer. For real. They don't be fucking around. You hear me? No lie, they don't be fucking around. Like, boy, they got them bitches in the pocket. You hear? They be having them finesses in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? For real. You gotta watch them. They smooth too. Boy, America smooth with the lies. You know what I'm saying? Well, they smooth. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all, Uncle Sam, real pimp nigga. We got us paying taxes. G, it's tax season now. What we do, we gotta pay it, don't we? Nigga, we pay. That's pimping, bro. They smooth. How we owe you anything, nigga? That gotta be the smoothest shit. The take a motherfucking land, right? Take all they shit, and then charge us for our shit. You know what I'm saying? And then taxes on it. Like, you know, we already getting charged for it, but then add another surcharge on that motherfucker. Like, we're gonna tax you. For what? What we do? You know what I'm saying? What we do to deserve to be taxed? What we do? You know what I'm saying? What we do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, nothing. You didn't do nothing, but, you know, we need these fees because we have a treasury, and we want everybody to pay their taxes, to donate their little bit, and we gonna take them fees, and we gonna build jails, and we're gonna build strip clubs, and we're gonna buy more guns. Because, you know, they hit you with that. They be like, yeah, the United States spent $1 billion on missiles. And we be like, hold on, what? They spent the what on what? And you ain't hit nobody up? Like, how we paying taxes and they spending money and they ain't even hitting us up about it? I mean, if we is gonna pay taxes, bruh, that's all our money. Hold on. So if this all our money going in the motherfucking pot around here, nigga, we need emails going out. Nigga, you don't just take $1 billion of our shit, nigga, and just go do what the fuck you want to go do about it with it, and then tell niggas later. I'm saying as a whole, your ass, white, black, when it come to taxes, let's just talk about it. Because if you gotta pay taxes, your ass didn't get in. If you pay taxes, you didn't get in, and it's okay. A lot of us ain't get in. We cool with that. We ain't tripping. This our shit. And if you white, we'll share our shit with y'all for riding with us on this, because it's the right thing to do. Listen, how the fuck is we paying taxes on our own money? Like, niggas is charging us for shit that we own, and then we paying taxes on it. I don't think we really understand what taxes is. I don't think we took the time to really think about that. And then, like, what we do? What did we do to get taxed? Like, bro, y'all already took everything. You know what I'm saying? So really, how you gonna tax niggas on? You took it already. Niggas ain't got shit. Why you want more? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, we talking about tax here, y'all. We talking about tax. You see how they did this with Stonehenge. You see they come take everything from us. And then I'm just trying to show how smooth these niggas is with their lives. You feel me? Then taxes are coming around and we gotta pay taxes, y'all, to them, y'all. And then if we is gonna pay taxes, G, you gotta communicate. You gotta communicate. You just can't take niggas' money. You made everybody pitch in. Cause paying taxes, that's what they did. Everybody pitched their little twos and fews in all year. And then you just look on the news. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, today America took $1 billion of the taxpayers' dollars and bought missiles because they are preparing to go to war with Syria. And we don't never sit back and be like, did you get an email? Did you get an email? Did you get an inbox? Nigga did an ad, all the ads roll, and nigga did an ad even roll across. Like, look, y'all, we thinking about diving into the box. Cause that's what it is, a big ass box. I come from gang culture, nigga. We call that the box, nigga. That's the box. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pay their nation dues. That's how it used to be. You know, but you know, nigga, pay your organization dues, nigga. So if anybody get locked up or niggas get in trouble or in jail, nigga, we got honey buns of that motherfucker, phone cards, all type of shit. He probably can't make commissary, but if he one of the guys, nigga, go in the box, give you right. You feel me? So that's basically what it is. You can't fool me. You know what I'm saying? They just wording it different, but we paying taxes, so that means it gotta be a big ass box, a treasury, right? It's a treasury, it's a box, a treasury. And this is supposed to be all our fees. But nigga, they spend it on whatever they want to spend it on. And we know money ain't real. We know all that. We just entertaining it to show you that even in they game, they play their game fucked up. Like, how you gonna just do all that and you ain't hit nobody up? But that's what they do. I'm just showing y'all. I'm just showing y'all the lies we've been living in the relationship that we have. They've been very bad communicators. You've been very bad friends. And then you wonder why we rising now and we don't want to hear shit. I'm just saying, you know, niggas took notes. We was taking notes when y'all was doing all the fuck shit. You know, I'm just shit, nigga. You ain't even hit a nigga up. You just do shit. You feel me? That's a fucked up friendship right there. You know, you gonna take niggas' money and just do what you want to do with it, but you on time when you want nigga, when you want your shit, ain't he? When he want his shit, he be on time, on like a motherfucker, don't he? And then this the crazy thing about the tax return. Anyway, you pay your taxes, nigga, and then then you gotta chase them down. You know what I'm saying? You pay your shit, you gotta chase them down for your return. You be chasing for that little whatever your little return, you be chasing them down, don't you? You be waiting, but they didn't have to wait when they hit you with the motherfucking letter though, did they? With no waiting involved, niggas got right to it. You got right on the phone with old girl and them from the hood to do your shit every year. Y'all finna hit up Kanisha because you know she be getting motherfuckers back at 9,000, girl, every year. I don't know what she be putting in, but she be putting in some shit. That's how black people be. White people, y'all don't be worried about that shit. I'm talking about how we be. I'm talking to us right now. This ain't y'all sick. Niggas know what. Niggas know what's going on. You got a bunch of low vibrational guys. They in here right now. They trying to find their way. They know they like, damn shit. This that time when I'm finna go lay up with her because I know I'm broke right now. You feel me? He know he low right now. He know she ain't. I'm just saying, it's that time of the year. It's a bunch of people that never would have had a boyfriend gonna have one. It's a bunch of gonna have one right now. You feel me? That's how it be right now with it. Valentine's Day rolling around. You niggas gonna go celebrate the shit. Even though I'm telling y'all pagan holidays, don't do it. Niggas gonna still be selfies. You gonna see the balloons and everything. I already know. I already know. So look, I'm just saying though. So look, the Mayan ruins, y'all. 33rd parallel. Mayan ruins. The Mayan ruins. You hear me? The Mayan ruins. 33rd parallel. All right? Look at how it's positioned. Now, this location, we used all these locations for energy. We did. However, though, they have completely manipulated the way these buildings used to look. Why? Because they take over the energy. Long as they build something over the energy point, they good. You get what I'm saying? Mayan ruins. They take over the energy. I'm showing you all this shit on the 33rd parallel. The pyramids of Giza. The pyramids, y'all, that we know are, I told y'all what those really were. All right, we'll do a lecture on that in case you forgot. We'll re-rock it. Pyramids of Giza, 33rd parallel. Pyramids of Giza, 33rd parallel. Pyramids of Giza, 33rd motherfucking parallel. You see where all this shit at? Y'all see what I'm saying? Why is all these historic monuments on the 33rd parallel? You see what I'm saying? That's what you need to be asking yourself. And if you was listening at the beginning of the class, I already gave you the energies, what it's about, energy, electricity. You got to know this stuff. I showed y'all Stonehenge. Let me show y'all this. Another spot over here. 33rd parallel. There we go. That's a better picture. Washington Monument, 33rd parallel. All right. That's also a bull phallus. This is the shape of a bull phallus. You can go look up how a bull phallus, which is another name for penis, is shaped. That's a bull phallus. This has everything to do with energy and building over the energy. 33rd parallel is Washington. Washington. All right. And they do rituals. Oh, somebody said rituals, something about rituals. They do rituals at all of these energetic points I'm showing y'all around on this realm that I've been showing y'all in this lecture. They do all type of different little rituals. We're gonna get to that too. Telling you. Nigga, y'all can go to sleep, wake up. I might still be breaking this motherfucker down. You hear me? For real. It's one of them. Told y'all. Cause y'all need to know what's up with the 33rd parallel. So I'm just connecting the dots, man. For you. So you can understand that you are one with this planet and why they need to control this energy and why they have done what they've done. This is another location, 33rd parallel. Great Wall of China. One of the most powerful points along the 33rd parallel too is located where the Great Wall of China is at. Y'all see it? All right, and if you paying attention, that used to be a giant tree. You can tell, because that's a mountain. Used to be a giant tree. Look at how the sun is coming over that. The whole design of the steps and everything. But that's another lecture too. Because I don't want to, get lost in them whole topics, them whole lectures by themselves. All the locations I'm showing you, them whole lectures just on them locations and why they chose them. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot to get, a lot of titles to get through right now. All right. So I showed y'all these different points. Y'all can go look more into them yourself. All right. But let's talk about some people that was sacrificed along the 33rd parallel. Left Eye. Where was Left Eye killed at? Let's pull it up. All right. I'm going to name some important people that were sacrificed along the 33rd parallel. In every city, 33rd parallel. Let's pull it up. So I typed in on Google, which I already knew, but I want to pull it up. I see people commenting. I already knew. I appreciate y'all, family. I appreciate your reflections. I just want to pull it up. But Left Eye died, which we know she was killed, sacrificed in Honduras, okay? Honduras. So that point, that's on the 33rd parallel too, where Left Eye passed away at in Honduras. Where did Nipsey Hussle pass away? California. All right. Where did Tupac Shakur pass away? California. These were all. Now I want to get into why they sacrificed them on the 33rd parallel, because they dealing with the spiritual realms and the spiritual world. When you dealing with magic, certain rituals require blood sacrifices for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So by them dealing with the negative principalities, they require a blood sacrifice from a god or a goddess. So because of that life force that's in the blood, that's why they require the blood sacrifice, because the life force is used as energy. I'm giving you the reason why they do it. The life force is used as energy and then transmuted to them to get what they need in return from these deities that they, which are principalities that they are praying to. The same way that we were taught to pray to Jesus, in the same way our ancestors talked to the orishas or certain spiritual forces, these the oppressors, they pray to the fallen gods. And the fallen gods, which is Zeus and all of his army, they require blood sacrifices. So this is why they killed Left Eye on the 33rd parallel. This is why Nipsey Hussle died where? California, 33rd parallel. Tupac Shakur sacrificed where? California, 33rd parallel. Biggie Smalls died where? California, 33rd parallel. Where did Michael Jackson die? 33rd parallel. You don't believe me? For those who forgot about Michael Jackson, where did Michael Jackson die? He died in California. That's all 33rd parallel. Where did so now you know why they sacrificing these celebrities. All right? You just need to know why. It's all about the 33rd parallel. All right? And now you know because it's the energy. They using the energy. All right? Where did Michael Jackson die? All right? Just pull it up so we can see it. We can look at it. You can see LA, 33rd parallel. All right. Yeah, when I said Pac, I didn't mean to say Cali. I meant to say Vegas. Vegas is on the 33rd parallel though. Vegas only 2-3 hours from Cali. That's all 33rd parallel. That's all. When you talking about hours, time not real. So let's just say a place is in Phoenix, right? I mean in Arizona. Okay, so Phoenix, Arizona is the center of it's the center dot on the 33rd parallel in Arizona. However, if somebody's in Tucson, Mesa, Arizona, or certain nearby states, they still gonna be in the radius of that or of that energetic point. Because you got to remember, hours and minutes and seconds is not real. We just got energy cycles. So Vegas is not that far from California. It's only 2-3 hours, which is not even a whole energy cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still in that same energetic radius. So this is why a lot of these celebrities, these blood sacrifices, but I want you to see that most of them that happens along the 33rd parallel. All right, that's what you got to see. Biggie Smalls. All right, even Princess Diana. Where did Princess Diana die? I told y'all earlier when I mentioned um the certain locations where the 33rd parallel was at. Princess Diana, she died in France. Look, France. All right. Princess Diana died in France. All right. So this was a blood sacrifice that took place along the 33rd parallel. And Princess Diana family sold her out due to the fact that she wasn't with the bullshit they had going on. It was going to expose a lot of shit that was going on amongst the royals and stuff like that, and what they got going on with the reptilians and that whole interbreeding and all of that shit they be doing. You feel me? So uh that was a sacrifice that took place though in Paris though. I'm trying to show you that all this shit aligns along these points. Somebody said Mo 3, yes. Mo 3 was a sacrifice done in Dallas. I told people that when it happened, it was all about the 33rd parallel. Same thing when they did King Von down here in Atlanta last year. That's why they made that so big. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them be blood sacrifices, but you got more of them that be blood sacrifices actually done along the 33rd parallel to transmute that energy. You feel me? This is a real thing. You need to know why they doing that. Now you know it's all about that 33rd parallel. Whitney Houston died in Cali. Pop Smoke died in Cali. Uh, uh, Dr. Sebi was sacrificed on the 33rd parallel in Honduras like Left Eye was. Emmett Till was sacrificed along the 33rd parallel. All right? A lot of y'all don't know that. Where did, and I've spoken about this before. Where did Emmett Till get killed at? Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice. Money, Mississippi, all right? Just to bring it back up. Emmett Till was killed in Money, Mississippi. Now, if we pull up the longitude of Money, Mississippi, it's going to say 33rd. Let me pull it up for y'all. Just again, you know, for those who didn't. Hold on, let me see. There you go. All right. So Emmett Till, all right? Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice done along the 33rd parallel. And because people don't look this deep into stuff or don't understand about this cosmic war that we are in and who we are warring against, or are not aware of our connection to nature and things like that, they don't go this deep. They don't go this deep. Okay. Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice done in Money, Mississippi. And I told you about the 33rd parallel. Now, when you look up the 33rd parallel, look at this. What it say? Longitude, latitude. Money, Mississippi, longitude and latitude. What that say? 33 degrees north. 33rd parallel. See the coordinates? So this is how you are able to know that Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice done along the 33rd parallel. You get what I'm saying? I like to show people that Emmett Till one because most people don't be fucking knowing that though. And I can be like, okay, well, let's pull up the coordinates. Let's pull up the coordinates on a lot of these places. It's all gonna be 33rd parallel. And you not having no understanding of magic, no understanding of the true cosmic war that you are in, thinking that you just a fucking human being walking around and that you're not a god, or that you thinking that we are all human beings and all of that goofy shit, all those lies, you don't look into these things. And they know you don't look into these things. But Emmett Till was a blood sacrifice. And if you understand about energy, like I've been talking all lecture, you understand why they blood sacrificed them. And then you also understand why they need to do it along the 33rd. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit get real deep. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Noble Drew Ali was a blood sacrifice. I don't know how many of y'all familiar with Noble Drew Ali, but he was an intellect, a divine being that came back in the day, in the 20s. He has a book out called The Exhuming of a Nation. I read it when I was in jail. I fuck with Noble Drew Ali. His message was strong, but where did Noble Drew Ali die? We know we don't die, but transcend. But you got to put it in here as die. You know, in their Google search engine. So you can see. All right, so they said he transcended because of pneumonia, but you know how that go. We know what that was about. All right, where did Noble Drew Ali die? Chicago, Illinois. All right, so if you didn't know, Noble Drew Ali, 33rd parallel. All right. Now, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with William Cooper. William Cooper put out a book years ago exposing the government. He was a human being. He had a book called Behold the Pale White Horse. I read that shit years ago when it first came out. I probably was like 11 or 12 when I read that. But William Cooper was putting a lot of truth out there, though. You know what I'm saying? He was also sacrificed. Let's go see what he died at. Let's go see where William Cooper died at. Eager, Arizona. Another city along the 33rd parallel. And here go his book right here. Well, he had a book called Behold the Pale Horse. Very deep book. That's William Cooper right there. They called him a conspiracy theorist, but you know how that go. A lot of the things he talked about in his book, a lot of the things he talked about in that book is going on right now. William, I'm just keeping it honest. I'm being honest with you because, you know, we have duality in all things. So you got to understand how spirit and soul work. We send messengers in all type of shapes and forms. You feel me? We send messengers in all types of shapes and forms. My daughter made these raisin cookies. She made them early. She wanted me to try them. She sleep though. I'm just now trying them. Everybody sleep. Well, I'm the only one up teaching y'all these esoteric facts But I ain't gonna lie, this motherfucking cookie good as hell. I'm gonna let her know. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm gonna getting your wrist game right. But yeah. Gee, you bitch is hitting. My daughter made these, she only 11. I be having my wife, I be like, make sure you teach the youngins how to get in here and do their thing. You feel me? You gotta teach them young. Mm-hmm. Lele did that. I gotta let her know when she get up. And then I'm gonna have to take you shopping tomorrow evening. When in here did your little thing. Think he's good as hell, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, get the other little half. Had to get that other little half off the pan, you feel me? I ain't think they was gonna be hitting like that at first, you feel me? I'm like, oh, these joints tasty. I'm gonna get that other little half. Mm-hmm. That other little half out the way. Real. These joints busting. Look, y'all. I'm out here talking all night. So if a nigga got an issue with me snacking, nigga kiss my ass. You feel me? Being selfish. It's been an endless lecture of straight esoteric drops. All facts too. No giving it to you straight drop. I ain't step on them. I ain't step on nothing. Pure cosmic facts. Look, I'm surprised. You know y'all over there eating. I know y'all eating, watching me. You think I ain't gonna stop eating? I know y'all been eating. Ain't no way you sat through 2-3 hours and motherfuckers at the crib and niggas ain't eating, smoking, cussing the kids out. Niggas done put the kids to bed and some more shit. You know, man, there's the shorties in here. They gotta be at school in the AM. They ass still up. They got me low, so they mama don't hear me and shit. They know I be loud. They got me low in the air, in the earbuds. They under the covers somewhere in some random home in America right now. It's a blue crystal baby. He about 16. He ain't even supposed to be up right now. He probably 13, 12. You hear me? Under the covers right now. Got me in the earbuds. Ah, God, that's going in. Oh shit, my mama coming to me. Supposed to been asleep. I already know how I go. At least you listening to me, so you learning some real shit. You ain't watching no bullshit, because, you know, after we end the lectures, I can't speak for the rest of the internet. It get wild. You know, it get wild. It get wild on this internet, you feel me? That's why we got to keep the university pure in here, y'all. You feel me? We pure in here. We got to keep it pure, y'all. Feel me? We got to keep it pure. We bring some purity to the internet around this motherfucker. And that's why I say shout out to all the other people that be on the internet trying to bring some peace and purity to the planet. Nah, for real, like, shit, I be like, shit, that's what's up. Because the internet be teed. Y'all know the internet be teed. The internet be teed up. Nigga, the social media be off the hinges. You feel me? So look, William Cooper, all them was sacrificed on the 33rd parallel. All right? Now, let me read another note to y'all. All right? Let me read another note to y'all. Cause if that don't do it, this gonna do it too for you. Check this out. Let's talk about some more sacrifices on the 33rd parallel. So Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he died on the 33rd parallel. The ex-president Franklin D. Roosevelt, he died at Warm Springs, Georgia, which is on the 33rd parallel. FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Let's pull him up. He died on the 33rd Here you go, right here. He's one of the presidents. FDR. There we go. He passed away on the 33rd parallel. All right. Now, so they say. All right. Now, check this out. Because guess who he was replaced by? He was replaced by Harry Truman, who was a 33rd degree Mason. Harry Truman, who replaced Franklin Delano Roosevelt, was a 33rd degree Mason. And he was also the 33rd president. If you understand the power of the 33rd parallel, you will understand why the Masons even put 33 degrees as his highest form of knowledge. All right. Check this out. Stay with me now. Harry S. Truman was the 33rd president, but he was also the first president to drop the atomic bomb. Go Google it. Harry S. Truman was the first president to drop the atomic bomb, which was made out of our atoms. But guess what he did all the atomic bomb testing at? On the 33rd parallel. Y'all don't hear me. Franklin Delano Roosevelt died on the 33rd parallel in Warm Springs, Georgia, and he was replaced by Harry S. Truman, who became the 33rd president and was also a 33rd degree Mason. Harry S. Truman then created the atomic bomb that was made out of our atoms, the Black and Latino people, the gods and goddesses, our atoms. And he made these atomic bombs, and then he dropped his bombs and did his testing along the 33rd parallel as well. Do your research now. We talking about the 33rd parallel. JFK was assassinated November 22nd on the 33rd parallel. That was a sacrifice because he was trying to expose the government. He found out a lot of shit that had been going on, and he wasn't with it. He tried to expose them. He was sacrificed and assassinated in Dallas, Texas on the 33rd parallel, JFK. Five years later, his brother, Robert Kennedy, RFK, was assassinated, sacrificed in a city not too far from LA, 33rd parallel. RFK, Robert Kennedy, his little brother, who tried to continue his work, was also sacrificed on the 33rd parallel in California. If you go look at the Civil War, where did the Civil War start at? The Civil War started in motherfucking Fort Sumter. Fort Sumter is located where? On the 33rd parallel. We know the Civil War was when we fought them, but that ain't what I'm trying to point out. We on the 33rd parallel. It started with an attack on Fort Sumter. Fort Sumter is located on the 33rd parallel, man. Let's go deeper, y'all. Who has America been trying to go to war with? America with 3 Ks for the last 10 years, and it's leading to a war with them. Syria. And guess what Syria located at, y'all? On the 33rd parallel. Y'all don't hear me. America, with 3Ks, has been trying to go to war and building up propaganda to go to war for the last 13, look it up, with Syria. Facts. And guess where Syria is located? On the 33rd parallel. You do the coordinates. You do the coordinates. All right? You do the coordinates. Your damn self. Since I don't know what I'm talking about, since I'm a conspiracy theorist making all this shit up. It's a whole lot of activity going on along the 33rd parallel around here. But let them tell it. I'm the violent cult conspiracy theorist. Let him who has eyes see clearly, man. You feel me? This is why I told you what I told you at the beginning of the lecture about us being connected to the plants and nature. And this is why they have did so much along the 33rd parallel, as well as block us off the 33rd parallel. You feel me? This is why they do that. This is why they did that. This is what we're getting all our energy from. It's all based around the 33rd parallel. It gets no stronger. That's the mainstream. That's what you got to know. That's what you have to know. Now, I want y'all to look deeper. Most of the countries that America with 3Ks have went to war with or have been beefing with the last 20 years are all on the 33rd parallel. Go look it up. You don't hear me. Most of the countries that America with 3Ks have been beefing with the last 20 years. Now we're going back. Let's go back 20, 30 years. Mostly every single country that they are beefing with is located on the 33rd parallel. Or trying to fake wars with 33rd parallel. Islamabad, Pakistan, Baghdad, Iraq, all that shit, 33rd parallel. Now we rise, man. You see? And all that energy that's in this 33rd parallel, all that's being unleashed back into us. That's why they came. Another big part of why they came with the hot sauce. To keep everybody in the house. So you're not out in nature. That's why they came with the little winter storms at the end. It's all part of the war to keep you in nature. The whole reason they made winter is to keep you indoors. So you have moments where you indoors. But the moment where they saying it's winter, like I've been told y'all, the point that we think is winter, that's when some of the most strongest energy right now is on the planet. And this is why they created made it cold in the winter, using that as another technology to keep you inside, right? To keep and freeze everything out. Freeze the land, freeze the crops, freeze everything. Like, it's all based around energy, y'all. Everything is being surcharged back up, regenerated on an electrical level, on a magnetic level. All right. So this is the shift that we're going through. This is the energy coming back. You feel it when we just talking like this. You feel the energy. You feel that warmness. This is what we going through now. But you got to know that majority of the energy that's been used to manipulate you is coming from the 33rd parallel. All these sacrifices, 33rd parallel be involved in it. That's why it be like that. All of them like. But because we are nature, right? This is why growing our locks back is so powerful, because it's electricity, electrical coils. This is very important to get back to right now. You're going to need it. We in this war, right? The electrical coils can be used to generate that energy from the 33rd parallel. Having as much antenna on us as possible. All right. This is why the crystals be seeming like you see a lot of people like they're trying to turn into a trend, but it's the energy of the planet that's making people want to get back into crystals again. They don't even know the deepness of that. This all around this quantum energy that's being unleashed. You feel me? Quantum energy. Like all this neuromelanin, all this carbon, all this, you have no clue how it connects to nature and how it places you, align you up with all of this, these gifts that's within you that you have been cut off from, because you've been cut off from nature. Peace to the gods and goddesses of the planet Kai. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all play this back and go deeper within yourself to see what I'm telling you about this 33rd parallel. Now we rise. One. Leave as I come.